So, you've probably heard about Linux. Maybe you felt a little stuck with Windows and wondered if there's something better out there. Well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to break down what it really means to switch, and I promise it's way easier than you think. Look, I get it. The idea of switching your entire operating system can sound, well, terrifying. You're probably tired of those random slow updates on Windows, or maybe you're just curious about all the talk of Linux being faster and more private. But that little voice in your head is probably saying, is this going to be a total technical nightmare? You are definitely not alone in feeling that. And these are the usual suspects, right? The biggest fears are always, am I going to accidentally delete all my family photos? Or do I need to be some kind of super genius to even open a web browser? These are totally valid concerns, and we're going to tackle every single one of them. Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and get the biggest worry out of the way right now. The stuff you do every single day, browsing the web, checking email, working on documents, none of that has to change. Seriously, Linux is different, sure, but it's not from another galaxy. Think about it. Your favorite web browser, whether it's Chrome or Firefox, works exactly the same. Your email, your Zoom calls, all that stuff is identical. You can even open and edit your old Word and Excel files. The biggest change is actually an upgrade. Instead of hunting for downloads on sketchy websites, you get a safe, central app store. It's so much better. So why even bother? What's the reward? Well, for one, speed. Linux can make an old computer feel brand new again. It's also way more private. There are no corporations secretly tracking what you do. And you are in control of updates. No more forced restarts in the middle of your work. Oh, and did I mention it's 100% free? No hidden costs, no license keys, ever. Now, when people say Linux, they're not talking about just one thing. They mean a specific version, or what's called a distribution. Don't let that word scare you. Just think of it like cars. A Toyota and a Ford both get you from A to B, but they're designed differently. These are just different flavors of Linux, each made for a certain type of person. Let's meet the 3 best choices for beginners. First up is Linux Mint. Honestly, this one is designed to feel like putting on your favorite, comfortable pair of shoes. It's got a start menu, a taskbar at the bottom. It just feels like home if you're coming from Windows. If you want the smoothest, easiest transition possible, Mint is your go-to. Next, you've got Zorin OS. If Mint is all about comfort, Zorin is all about style. Its entire purpose is to be the perfect, beautiful bridge for people leaving Windows. It's so polished and modern-looking right out of the box. If you appreciate a slick design, Zorin is an absolutely fantastic choice. And of course, we have to talk about Ubuntu. This is one of the most famous and popular versions of Linux on the planet. Its real superpower? The community. If you ever have a question, I guarantee someone has already asked it and gotten an answer online. It's just a super reliable, solid option with amazing support. Okay, so you've picked a potential path for your journey, but here's the million-dollar question. Can you actually get your work done? Let's dive into the most important part, your apps. Worried about giving up Microsoft Office? Don't be. There's LibreOffice, a fantastic and free suite that handles all your documents perfectly. Panicking about Photoshop? GIMP is an incredibly powerful alternative, also free. Need to edit video? DaVinci Resolve, which is literally used on Hollywood films, has a free version for Linux. And for media, the legendary VLC player has you covered. The point is, there's a powerful, free app for almost anything you need to do. And this, right here, is a massive mindset shift, and it's a great one. You know how you get apps on your phone? You open the App Store, search, and click Install. That's exactly how it works on modern Linux. No more hunting around on websites, wondering if a download is safe. You just open the software manager, search for what you want, and click Install. It's just so much safer and easier. All right, it's time for a little rapid-fire myth-busting. Let's tackle some of those old, spooky stories you've probably heard about Linux that just aren't true anymore. Ah, yes, the big one. You're picturing a hacker in a dark room typing glowing green text on a black screen, right? The idea that you have to live in this terminal to get anything done. Yeah, that's just false. For day-to-day use on something like Mint or Zorin, you might never touch the command line. Ever. Changing your wallpaper, installing apps, managing your files, it's all done with your mouse, just like you've always done. And here's the other classic. Oh, Linux, isn't that some secret club for developers and tech geniuses? Regular people like me won't get it. Nope, totally wrong.
In fact, systems like Linux Mint and Zorin OS are built for the exact opposite reason. They are specifically designed for students, writers, grandparents, you name it. They're built from the ground up to be easy and intuitive for everyone.
So you're curious, but how do you actually try this without, blowing up your computer? Well, this is the best part. You can take Linux for a complete test drive with absolutely zero risk. This is the magic of what's called live mode. You just put Linux onto a regular USB stick, plug it into your computer, and restart it. Your computer will boot up into a full Linux desktop, all running right from that USB stick. You can browse the web, play around, test everything. And your Windows system? It's sitting there completely safe and untouched on your hard drive. When you're done, just shut down, pull out the USB, and you're right back in Windows. So here's your game plan step by step. First, back up your important files. You should be doing this anyway, right? Then, download the version of Linux you want to try. Create that bootable USB. It's super easy. And here's the most important step. Take it for a test drive. Use that risk-free live mode. Only when you feel totally comfortable and ready do you even think about installing. You are in complete control the entire time. So you see, the real question isn't whether you can switch, it's which path are you most curious to explore? Is it the familiar, easy road with Linux Mint, the beautiful, polished avenue of Zorin OS, or the big, supported highway of Ubuntu? The journey is so much easier than you've been led to believe, and it all starts with one simple, totally risk-free test drive.